Don't leave valuables in truck. Well, we did. We broke the rules and we have our foils in here. When have you ever saw that mushy of a wave that just fades out into deep water and been as excited as seeing a perfect wave to go surfing? Like, never. Sub's probably the easiest way to learn, but I really like the small, tiny little boards once you're on the foil. It feels like you're snowboarding. And then here's the West Coast representation, Punker Pat.
We've got Rachel Tilley, world longboard champion, showed up to come surf with us. Maybe show Kai what time it is, we'll see.
Trying to like let this melt as I've been walking.
There you go.
JP did this.
Logs against foils. We're playing for pink slips.
This is the go-to 3/8. You wanna know the best feature of this? When you're hungry, you can come in and it becomes a table. Pull up a chair.
I've been at it 6 months and it's like a bowling ball with Vaseline on it, basically. But not to him, man. He was ripping, like he was insane. Motivated me, I got a lot to shoot for.
Yeah, I mean, the coolest thing about hydrofoiling is you just don't go where the crowds are. You know, like you don't need to. The best waves for foiling are the ones that none of those surfers can ride. So we go down here and it's the perfect foil wave. There's no reason why you need to do it in a crowd. The waves we're looking for are pretty much the worst waves possible. Mushy, slopey. If they barely break just so you can catch it and then go away completely, even better. So, there's a lot of those waves on this coast and a lot of waves in the world like that, so it's pretty easy to find a foil spot with nobody around. The best is when it's sheet glass and you're on a wave and you can foil, but the best part about foiling is even when it's windy, you rise above it, and so it's kind of irrelevant. If anything, you can do downwinders and just, you know, harness the wind and open ocean swell it creates. You only have to paddle once, which is out, and then even then, you know, sometimes the waves are consistent. You stop halfway, catch one, kick out and pump to the peak, stop, wait for a good wave, catch a good wave, ride it to the inside, and then pump back out. And if there's another wave, take that one, pump back out. If there's another one, you can take that one. And ideally you can do 4, and then, you know, normally you want to pump back out and then stop with the peak so you don't have to paddle back out there. So the length of the board is kind of irrelevant, and the shorter the board, the easier it is to kind of pump and project forward. If I see a really good wave far out and I have to wait, I'll kick out of one wave that I rode, pump out and catch like a kind of a crummier one, and just kind of like rest a second and kind of go down the line and position myself where the next one would come in, and then I'd kick out and pump to the good one. So, you know, in a perfect world, you can kick out, catch one, catch another, and end up doing 4 rides. Sometimes it can be tricky when you're like hitting the whitewater, like you get too excited and you want to turn down quick, but you end up like catching a little bit of air. So still a learning experience. Like there's so much to be done with the foils. I think in the future we'll be seeing massive flips and stuff, you know, because foil, you have that ability to kind of pogo stick yourself into the air. There's so much leverage. So it's exciting times right now, you know? First hit the lip and then do some backflips.
Epic day with the masters here. I got to learn a couple things. What do you say? I mean, I don't know. Kai's Superman. Superman.